Hello jewelry friends, it's Amy and I have here two pieces of mother jewelry and I'd like to wish all of you a happy Mother's Day for tomorrow. And I'd like to just say that the story behind these two pieces of jewelry, the sentiment is the same, but generations and time separate the two of them. Now let me explain. So this piece of jewelry right here, I have mentioned in the past that whenever I was a little girl, I used to get to play with my Meemaw's jewelry. And she used to sell Sarah Coventry, and when we would visit her, I'd get to pull it all out and play with it. But I never saw this piece of jewelry until after my Meemaw had passed away. And it was because it wasn't kept in the same spot. It was in a hope chest, and I was cleaning out the items in the hope chest and came across this. And now let me show you what it looked like when I found it. It's this beautiful gold foil box with this beautiful navy velvet ribbon on it. And I thought, that looks like jewelry. And I opened it up, and inside, like, look, there's the old tissue in it. And inside was this gold-plated brooch locket. And it had a little note with it, too. Right here, it says, "From Jim, when in service." Now, my Meemaw was one of 8 children. Jim was the oldest boy, and when he was an adult, he did join the service and serve some time in the military. And apparently, according to this note, when he was in service, he purchased this item for his mother, who was my great-grandmother that we call Grandma, and he sent this back to her. And I found, and this was the original box. Look at it. It's this gold-plated double heart with this heart locket. There's no picture inside, but it has some blue rhinestones on it and some clear rhinestones on the arrow. And it has the word mother written out on this mother of pearl piece. And it's all just like attached on there. And here's the back side of it. And I don't know if Grandma ever wore it. Because Jim, he was honorably discharged. He came home and started to work the farm, and he had a heart attack and died. And all the other siblings, whenever they would talk about Jim, they would always get a little teary-eyed, and they'd always chuckle over something Jim did because he was quite the jokester. But he was a very well-loved member of the family, and I think it was a rather bit of a tragedy. Nobody ever really talked about it, but I think something sad happened, and they watched him pass away, and I think it really kind of hurt some of their feelings. And Jim passed away long before my parents were even married, so it was years before that. But I do remember my great grandmother. So I was alive when she was alive, but not. Anyway, but I don't know if she ever wore this, but I can tell you it's in really good, vintage condition. And it is something that I will treasure, and especially, with the little note with it too, right there. So the sentiment behind it, the oldest son was away probably for the first time in his life, and he found this in a shop and sent this home to his mom, and I thought that was really sweet. I don't know what the gift giving occasion was, or if it was a just because gift, but anyway, a son purchased this for his mom. So fast forward to another generation and another gift-giving occasion. And I'd like to present to you a necklace that my son gave to me. He was in the 5th grade, and that was his last year of elementary school. And that particular Christmas, the PTO came up with the idea of the Little Shopper's Shop. And that's where parents could send in money, designating how much money you could buy and for whom. And the kids were allowed to go in and buy items, and not only were they able to buy the items there at the school, but the parents even had a gift wrapping station, and they would gift wrap everything. So all my son had to do was come home, take the items out of his backpack, and put them underneath the Christmas tree. So, and I remember he kept saying, "Mom, you're going to really like what I got you." And I was like, okay. Now this is a silver tone necklace. See, there's a magnet, so it's just silver tone. It's got a little pink crystal in it. It says Mom on this heart pendant, and I wear this every Mother's Day and whenever I want to wear something silver and pink and heart shaped. I adore it. I know it's not going to stand the test of time. Even looking at it now, I can see how worn the necklace is on it, but the pendant still looks pretty good, so maybe all I need to do is put a fresh chain on it. But still, I treasure this. My son got to go and pick this out. He kept it a secret, which was hard for him to do. And he gave me this. And, a son picked this out for his mom. So that's my Mother's Day jewelry that I wanted to share with you all today. I hope that you have a good week, a good day tomorrow, and may God bless you greatly. Bye-bye.